Hello, it's Tina from Ideas and Embellishments and my dog that you hear crying in the background. Hush, hush, hush. Here are the buttons the button cards that I made. This one I added to another background and put some embellishments on it. The first one that I made was a small one, and I made this following 49 Dragonflies, her making the button card. She made it from a playing card. So there's another idea that you can have. And anyway, here they are. I have mounted this one because I don't. So anyway. So let's get started. First of all, I just want to tell you this is part of, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, DEPHEMEREMBER. DEPHEMEREMBER? Anyway. It is something that it's hosted by 49 Dragonflies and Luise. And the number 6 was Coffee Button Card. And this is where I got it. Barbara from 49 Dragonflies has started a new journal, and I really wanted to do the journal. I really wanted to work and make a journal like that, but she is using all the ephemera that she created from here. So I am going through here and creating this ephemera. So that's where it came from. And I will link both of their videos in the bottom, in the description. So you'll know it's there. Okay, so the thing is, we're gonna put this away, or I can put it right here. I use watercolor paper. The reason I use watercolor paper is because it does, it's thick, and I guess you could use a couple of different, if you wanted to do cardstock, you might need to push it together so that it, anyway, so it'll be thicker. So my desk is messy, sorry. So anyway, so here these are, and the first thing that I'm gonna get this out of the way because I don't want to get it messed up. So the first thing that we do is gonna spray it with coffee. This is just cheap instant coffee that I have made really, really strong and diluted with alcohol. And the reason I do I don't know where I heard this from, but the reason I put alcohol in it is because it makes it dry a lot faster. So I'm just gonna spritz it with alcohol coffee water. Okay, and it smells so good. So good. Okay, so so the next thing that we want to do is we want to add some color to it. Now I have these watercolors, and any watercolors actually will do. You don't need to have, really perfect watercolors or anything like that, but I just had these, so that's why I'm using them. So what I want to do is I got some water here, the watercolor, yeah, and I'm gonna get my brush like really super wet. Let's see, I'm gonna put green because I want, green, and then I'm just gonna kind of like plop it down there. Different places, just kind of plop it, make it nice and grungy. And the other one that I did one that was in browns and one that was in greens, because I don't know, but just so I can do a little bit of brown on this one. I love splatters, by the way. Splatters are so cool. So there you go. You just like splatter and add and mess around with it. What else did I have? Just have some, what else green? Do some more green here maybe. Just kind of, and it'll spread and do its thing. By the way, when you do stuff on, have a nice piece of paper under here and just, it'll make the best grungy thing ever. I mean, like ever. Like grungy. And you'll be able to use that. Here's my last one. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, just from, messing around on top of it. So let's see, what else do I want to do? I like this grass green. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of that to it. Okay, now what I have, and if I can find it, it's here somewhere on my huge messy desk. I will go and let me just get another one. It is got these like little foam brushes at the Dollar Tree. So we're gonna see how many buttons do you want? Like if you want 6, then you need 6 spaces. If you want 4, then you want 4 spaces. So we can do 6. You want to wet this, put it in the whatever green or blue or whatever. Hold this down and just, oh, see, that didn't work. I need more green. Just do that. Do, say, ugh, I got a lot there. I didn't mean to, but here. I'm gonna do that. You may want to like stick it. I don't know. This looks like really like a hot mess, doesn't it? Trust me. You must trust me on this one. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of this. I'm gonna do grunge brown. Oh, you know what? I really like this. Maybe I don't like that too much. Burnt. You can, if you don't like it, you can use the thing. I like this burnt sienna. Do that. Do that. You have this. You want to get rid of some of this drop off. You say, keep your handy. Keep your napkin handy. Look, it's nice. Grungy, grungy, grunge. All right, I'm gonna need a little bit more. To here. I don't know. Anyway, just kind of keep messing with it until you get what you like, until it kind of looks like something. Look, isn't that grungy? All right, then I'm gonna dry this with my heat gun and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and these are not completely dry, but what I want to do also now is I want to get my paintbrush and I want to add some kind of like just kind of little sporadic kind of things. And then I'm gonna you just kind of play with it, actually. Play with it till you like it. Just till you like it. And you can just kind of mess with it. Like I do kind of like that. I like that. Okay, I like that a lot. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. I do. And then I think I'm gonna do some brown on this one. Just put some brown. I'll do some browns on this one. I'm using watercolor again and just kind of going over this. Okay. All right. Just kind of mess around with it. Do some watercolors. You can also use watered down acrylics. So you can do that. If you don't have watercolors, you water down some acrylics. So see, it's nice and grungy. Yay. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna set this aside and let these dry by themselves. So now on to the buttons. I do not, Barbara had, she had different, I use a hole punch. Barbara had different hole punches. She had stars and she had hearts. I just have all I have is a round one. What you want to do is use an old box. The reason why these are a little bit thicker, you can probably use cardstock, but you might need more. I'm just gonna, this is yummy Hostess. I don't know if you guys have this, or I'm even allowed to say that. So we have, let's just concentrate on one card and then I'll do the other one later. So you need 3, if we have 6 buttons, we need 3 of these for each button. So we need 18. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like this. These are here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, almost there, 18. Okay, and I dropped one on the floor, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make another one. All right. Okay, so we have all of these. You want 3 together. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some glue and just probably just a little bit of this art glitter glue would work. And you're just gonna glue, of course it's gonna be 3 together. Just a little bit, just squish it. I'll just put a little in the middle, it doesn't really matter. And then the reason why a hole punch is, you know, most of the time if you are a journaler, you have some kind of hole punch. So I'm gonna say most of you have one. So we're just gonna throw these together. Make sure that they are, so that makes it nice and thick. And you want to make sure you squeeze all that so it's, the glue is out. So it's 2, C, 3, then 3. Yeah, I would fast forward this, but I don't know how, so I'll have to, you know, I guess I could, but I'm not really good at editing. So really, you should go check out Barbara and Luise's channels. Like I said, I have put them in the bottom here. So this is art glitter glue, by the way. But you can use any kind of glue. You could probably even use glue stick, really, since it's paper and paper. Paper and paper. And paper and paper. No. Chupa. Okay, one more. One more. It doesn't take very long. It just feels like it takes very long. Because I'm filming and, you know. All right. So we've squished them. They're all the same exact size. So now, these are the papers that I used. What I did is I printed them smaller than their actual size. This is a PDF. I use PowerPoint. I don't know if you guys are able to do that, but I just pull my images into PowerPoint. This is faux postage stamps. That is a freebie from the Graphics Fairy, and I've linked that in the bottom. This is a grungy paper from Full Arts. She has a video that shows how to make these using National Geographic magazines and some kind of solvent. Anyway, I also shrunk this down, but I left a link to these papers. They're free also. She's just made them free. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do the flowered ones for now. Oh, my cat has decided. You guys have animals that you just, you know. So I'm just cutting these out right here. And I'm gonna figure out which postage stamps I want. And I oh gosh. Sorry. Cat. My cat is driving me crazy. Cat! I think he's gonna kill my printer. Okay, so you basically you can look at the bottom of your thing and see. There goes my dog. I think I'll do this one. It's 1, That's pretty, right? And I bet these roses. Be a garden journal. And that's what I did. I made one with the roses and the other with the grungy paper. And I just made it so that, you know, that's 3. So I can throw this away or use it for something else. I kind of like these little berry things. I'll put those there. And what did I have? Here's another rose. I'm gonna put this rose here too. Okay, so do I have 6 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. I think I am going to do, I think this one. Okay. So you have these and you have those. So what, now you can use glue stick because it's just paper. You just roll it on the glue stick and put it on the paper. Okay, so here we have 1. That is so pretty. No. And then this one. Excuse me, pardon me. I am so sorry. I was down, I had COVID a couple weeks ago, so every once in a while I still get the cough. Look, grungy fingers. Okay. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Then okay, this isn't gonna be. Okay, we have this. And then, whoops. What did I do? Oh, here's one. Okay, so I guess you can do it either way. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons. Now, it helps if you have a button. I just happen to have a button here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this button and I'm going to put it over top of this one. And I'm going to stick a pin down there and make holes. So I'll know where to put my holes. Where to put my holes. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to do that. Bring the holes. Look at those 2 holes. I guess you could be like really careful about where you put the holes, you know, like if you wanted, which side you wanted to be up or whatever. Okay, so I'm making the little marks. There's that cat again. Somebody's gonna have to kill me a cat. Okay, there is 2 ways that you can do this. You can either use a pokey tool to poke the holes, or you can use a hole punch. Y'all, that cat is driving me crazy. I am going to use a hole punch just because I can. So I'm gonna push this in here and it makes a nice little hole for the buttons. For the buttons. Anybody want a cat? I don't know if you guys have cat problems. He is just, I'm in here and he's like, Mom, this morning I had washed my hair and he's sitting in the chair behind me, decided he's gonna pet me or something. I don't know what that all was all about, but it's like petting me. I hope you guys, anyway, basically that's all I'm doing. I'm pressing, making these holes. See, like I said, you can always use some kind of pokey tool, but this was one of the things that I bought because I don't know, I wanted something that'll make itty bitty little holes. So I have that. So we have our 6 buttons. So now it's time to do some grunging with the buttons. The first thing we're gonna do, of course, is some vintage photo. We will ink these with vintage photo. Look, already so grungy, already so good. Okay, so beautiful, so beautiful. I'm just gonna do one because you don't need to see me do both. You just want to know how to do it. So this is how you do it. Just do it like this. So these are the more you ink them, see, don't they look pretty awesome? Okay. Most everybody has some kind of ink. You can just, you know, if you want to use a different color, use a different color. It's like, okay. Or if you don't want to ink, don't ink. Okay, so here it is. So we have this. Our grungy card is now dry. Now I'm going to, I think on this one I'm gonna go ahead and round the corners. The other one I didn't because I put lace on one side, which I thought was really pretty. Okay, so now we have to decide where we want the buttons. So you want them approximately in these green spaces. So see, that kind of tones down the green spaces a little bit. Oh, wait, I forgot something. One of the things I like to do with my buttons is I got some, my watercolor again. We'll take this gold because I want gold. I want gold around the edges, see? Just here. Gold. I just love it. I never was much of a gold person. And then after watching Barbara, she does a lot of golds. So let's see. Did I have this? Yes, I did. Okay, so see, look, isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like I said, you can do this with acrylics also, if you want to. Or she did some of them in black, and that looked really cool too. And some of them she did in the moss. I guess the distress ink that was moss. Yeah, this is a little messy, y'all, but it's so much fun. Okay, look how pretty that is. I love gold. I love the gold around the edges. It's like, just kind of makes it look like, you know, somebody, I don't know, left it. I don't know what I'm thinking, but a little water here. Let's see. Helps it. Look. There. Okay. Whoops, and it doesn't matter if you get some on your paper. I'm gonna pull that up. So this, I am recording this, right? Yes, okay. Make sure the camera's on. It's actually my phone. I don't really have a camera. I'm not. And last but not least, this one. Okay. There. These are so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay, so now that I've done that, now line them up and figure out where you want them. Put them here. I think I'm all turn that one around. Then here, this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay. Now, you do need a pokey tool. I happen to have one of these. Now, a lot of people use books and whatever. I use one of these rubber erasers. I don't know why. I just do. So, poke it, hold it, poke it. Now you can move that one. Hold it, poke it. use this little rubber thing for, I mean, it just seems to heal by itself. I don't know. Maybe I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. Okay, so now we have holes in here. Now we have holes. And we might want to ink up our card too. Okay. Now, so what we do, you guys, I know, you have to watch me do this. I don't know if you want to watch me do this, but piece of thread. I just use regular thread and I double it, like, you know, and a needle. A needle. I hope I'm in frame. If I'm not in frame, I'm really sorry, you guys. I am just not used to this. So you just, well, like I said, what Luise did is she used her grandmother's buttons. So if you have buttons that you really like, you don't need to make them. You can just, you know, and now you just sew them on. I usually try to go through with this, oops. I usually try to go through 3 times. So I go 1, whoops, okay, come on. Make sure your thread is tight. It doesn't matter if your hands are a little dirty because, you know, from the paint, you know, more grunge. Just do this. Okay. Now go over to the next one. Go use this one. And here. Whoops. Yeah. Four years of home ec. I still having a hard time sewing. Luise, when she was doing her button, she actually stuck a little bit of glue on the button to keep it where it was, so that she could know it was going to be there. Anyway, so let me go down to the next one. I'm just gonna go here. Now, all right, Tina, and here. You get it in there, you know, it's like not too bad. So I'll probably, maybe I'll try, I will, you know, I don't know. Like I said, 3 times, charm, chupa. All right, and then go over to the next one. I'm gonna do this one over here. And it doesn't matter, you know, there's no like rhyme or reason as far as which side you go on first or whatever. Oops. Almost done. Okay, down here. Y'all are loving this, right? You're like, oh, this is so much fun. It's like watching a fly crawl up a drape. No, it's sewing. You know, this is it. And there's one more thing, actually, or I would have just said, I guess I could have said, I'll come back. And, I guess I could have just cut this all out, but, you know, I didn't. I might cut it out. I don't know. And last but not least, this one. Oops, Tina, come on now. I could say something, but And there goes the dog. We have a lovely dog. 4 lovely dogs. The one that you just heard now was the blue heeler. He is a cattle dog, and he was upset because the cat got too close to his food, and that's like, what, really? Okay. Now, all of those are just like that. And I knot it a couple times. And cut it. All right, I'm gonna put this back in here. And so this one I backed with coffee dyed paper because, you know, I was gonna like maybe stick it in a pocket. This one I didn't because I wanted to, you know, I knew I was gonna put it on top of something else. So, okay, so here's this. Then I need my stamps. Find them. The stamps. Here. Let's see, got 1, 2. Yeah. I have these stamps that I got them at Michael's, and they're really cool because they hook together. You can hook them together this way, you can hook them together that way. It's really cool. So I had them at Michael's. But I mean, you can write it on there, or, you know. So I put this on. This is coffee dyed tracing paper. And you guys, if you haven't coffee dyed tracing paper, trust me, do it. Listen. I love that sound. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this out. Just cows. I'm gonna cut it out because I want it to be like that. And then I'm going to put some, this on here. I'm gonna put some, okay. And I wanna put it on the bottom, and another I put it on the top. It just really just depends on what you want. There. Look at just the coffee dye tracing paper just kind of makes it just kind of melt into there. So the very last thing that I want to do, the very last part of this is, of course, I need to sprinkle. So I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm going to put it back in my gold. Put it back in my gold. My gold. And I'm going to sprinkle the gold. And I just love the way it makes it shine. The other thing that you can do, and I'm not sure I did it around here. Yeah, you can also, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can take that gold and go around the edges. Go around the edges of that card. Look how pretty that card is. And there it is. You can put it as a tag on the top or whatever you want. So leave me a comment if you like it, or if you want to see more of these things. And happy button making. Bye bye.